Hey you guys, welcome back. Just got back from the Southern Ontario Orchid Society show and sale. It's a lot of stuff to say really quick. And I'd like to start by saying that I just met a couple of you viewers. I met Elena today, and I met Fifi Karina today. Very nice to meet you both. And yeah, maybe we'll hang out sometime at another event. Who knows? Who knows? But I had a great time. So anyway, I ended up buying four new orchids. What are these? I don't even know where to start. Should I just bring you down and I'll show you what I got? I'm kind of excited. Wow, I'm getting really pasty with... I need summer so I could be outside and tan a little bit. So let's come down a little bit closer and I'll show you what I got. Again, I can't even count. 4 things. I'm trying to go a little bit on the smaller side than what we've been doing. Just because space is becoming a real big issue. And it's funny, the smaller you go, the more expensive they seem to be. Maybe just because you're buying an orchid that's maybe about this big, and it's still $30, $40. I didn't buy anything that was $40, but yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get down and see what we got here. Okay, so this is the first one here, and this is a Zygopetalum cross. Please excuse me for not knowing the two types. I was researching them, and yeah, maybe I'll put the cross name just right here, the two parents. And so yeah, it's got a flower that looks very similar to the Zygopetalum, and I'll show you the flower just down in the corner there. Really pretty. I'm told that both parents are fragrant, so this should still be fragrant. And it's called a Propetalum Martha variety Elizabeth. Not Martha, Mathena. I can't. My God, I need to go back to bed. It's been a long day already. So Propetalum Mathena Elizabeth. Oh, good Lord. That's still a long video left. Well, not long, only four plants. So anyway, it looks very similar to the normal Zygopetalum. The pseudobulbs look very similar. I'm not sure. They didn't really know at the booth that they were selling this one what the specifics were, other than it grows similarly to the normal Zygopetalum, and that I can deal with. They don't know when it flowers. I don't know if it flowers on new growth like the Zygopetalum, or whether it grows on mature growth like the other parent plant. So we'll learn with this together, see how it all goes, and hopefully it's on new growth, because as I'm noticing here, there is a new spike going on here, a new a leaf starting out, a new growth. So if this is like a Zygopetalum, very soon we'll see a flower spike. So the leaves are much more narrow, very interesting. This is more grassy looking. I don't know if it's going to continue to look that way, but for now, that is it. And so I'm very excited about this one. I wanted more types of Zygopetalums because I think they're gorgeous, and I think that they smell beautiful. So anything to add to the collection is wonderful. And if it doesn't grow as big, that's a bonus, because as you know, I'm getting a huge collection now. Not as big as some people's collections, but big enough. So I also got, what is this one? Angraecum, Elephantinum. Let's pull this up here. Me and the Latin names don't really mix. Angraecum. So this guy, all of the orchids that I got here are medium to low light plants. Most of them are more on the medium side, like a well lit location, but protected from direct sun. So this one here is a really pretty one. This one grows similarly to a Vanda orchid, kind of like that monopodal. What can I get my words out? Monopodal. I can't even say it. It grows like a Vanda orchid. The leaves come out. It's got the stem, and they're all growing all together. and then the flowers will come out through the joints there. And then eventually your plant will get quite tall as I'm getting out of frame, and then eventually you can take cuttings and then start again, and it's an ongoing cycle. So this one here will require to dry out between waterings, but it likes to be well watered when it's watered, but dried out. I don't know. Like most of my orchids, it doesn't like to stay constantly wet. Likes to dry out between waterings. It's in a moss right now, so I have to really watch that. So this one will have white flowers, which I probably will have already showed you down at the bottom, because editing Bill is much better than the Bill that's talking right now. So, and then put the tag with this one, and Gracum. And then I got this Phalaenopsis. This is a Phalaenopsis cornucurvi or cervi. I don't know. Again, I should just write the titles down on the names down below, and it'd be easier. But it's a type of Phalaenopsis. This one is a sequential bloomer. So this one has beautiful, beautiful flowers. They're really, really deep, very waxy looking. Again, the flower is down below, and yeah, I'm very excited to see this one grow. I took pictures of this at the orchid show. Really, really cool. I'm excited to see this one bloom. The leaves are really, really interesting too. They kind of resemble more of a type of Paphiopedilum leaf than it does well, I guess they still look like a Phalaenopsis, but some of the other paths. Let me turn around here and grab one of my other paths. The leaves on this Phalaenopsis versus this Paphiopedilum, they look very similar, don't they? So at first glance I thought that it was a Paph, but it is a Phalaenopsis. And let's set this one aside. And the last one was a very, very small pot. It's a Neophonetia falcata. I see a bunch of you growing these, and these are I don't know, really, really cute little plants. Got a really, really nice flower, a white flower. These guys like to dry out between waterings and then water them fairly well. They like a well-draining soil or a well-draining media. At the same time, the traditional way to grow these is in a ball of sphagnum moss, and it's funny that something that wants to be well-drained would be traditionally planted in sphagnum moss. It's kind of like a wrapping process in a ball, and it's quite beautiful, but for something that doesn't want to be kept moist all the time, it seems like an odd combination. And I also see when people are unwrapping these to repot them, they tend to not have a lot of living roots. These are kind of like the Vanda as well, and the Angrecum, where it's monopodial. Is that the word? Please correct me. I know you're trying to yell out at the screen, Bill, it's this, and I can't hear you. I wish I could. So this one would be fun to grow. I know that you, Chris, are growing them. Brad, you have some. Many of you have these, and I wanted to give them a try as well. So I saw this really, really teeny little pot for $20, and I said to myself, hey, it seems a little expensive, but I want one. And the ones that are in bigger pots are at least $5 to $10 more expensive. So I just wanted to start with the basic one. There was a lot of other different varieties, some with variegated leaves. I'm sure there were slightly different colored flowers. This one will have white flowers. I know that there's some that are kind of on like a pinkish, bluish tones. But I just wanted to get the basic one just to get an idea of care, and we'll go from there. So we've got 4 new orchids that we're going to try to grow together, and I look forward to doing this. And if any of you are growing these as well, I'd love to know, what are your thoughts? Let me know how you grow them, and maybe I will take your advice and hopefully have success. I don't want to lose any of these. They're all in a similar range of growth, intermediate growing. Slightly on the cooler side, I suppose, but it's good. It's good. So that was all the orchids that I purchased. I think it's a nice haul. I don't know. So it's something different, things that I haven't had, and things that maybe I've been looking for. There's a lot of stuff that I'm kind of looking for. I was trying to find peonies. I know that Danny, you've been doing some videos on peony, and Brad just recently did some videos on peonies. If you haven't seen those, check them out. They are a relatively hardy variety of orchid, hardy to zone 8, I believe. So they are one to try out. Really, really pretty. Bloom in the spring. I've been looking for them for about 2 years, and because I'm looking for them, it seems, I can't find them. So yeah, I'll probably have to order some. Not sure. We'll figure it out. I can wait longer. Whatever. So anyway, please stay tuned for more updates. Show me what you're getting from the orchid shows. I'd love to see it. Post some photos of some of the beautiful plants that you're seeing. It's pretty amazing. After this video, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading the slideshow of all of the photos from the show, all of the displays. Well, not all of them. I couldn't take pictures of everything, but you'd be sitting there for an hour. There were so many flowers. It was so beautiful. Very well put together. Oh my goodness, there's so much to say. How am I going to end this video? So anyway, stay tuned for more updates. Stay tuned for the slideshow, and happy growing, and send me your photos. I want to see what you guys are growing, and yeah, happy growing, everyone. This one shows 92 parts per million. So this filtered out, according to this meter, this filtered out about 50 parts per million. Now let's try the